We're back in Las Vegas, Big League Dreams Arena. The third game of our 3 Major League indoor soccer games here this Sunday afternoon. It's the second game of the doubleheader between Boulder United FC and the Las Vegas Turf Monsters. My name is Ryan Glinsky. Will Jenkins, our producer, taking you through not only the Turf Monsters women's side of the game, but the first game of this doubleheader and then the second game of this doubleheader where we saw Boulder United win it 8-5. Boulder United won 8-5 against Vegas, and it just seemed like Boulder was the better side and the whole way there. And they did have the numbers in terms of the substitutions, and maybe that played a factor in that one. That was the best goal of the game. Axer Way, unbelievable goal. We won't get a chance to go through all those goals as we are getting ready to go underway. And there's one thing that I was thinking to talk about in the pregame is, have these two managers managed both of these games properly? Did they maybe overplay some of their star players in game number 1? And does that affect here in game number 2? As this ball is sent into the mix and cleared up, headed away. Down goes Herrera, no call. As Herrera looked like he was going to grab his head. Doesn't seem to be the call. We see back in net on this side is Brando Bustos, who we saw in the second half Santana come into the game. He gave up 2 goals in that half. Hector Casillas back in the net. At the end of the game, we saw Ivan Centennial play in that one to see that game out. And we're seeing a little bit of the effects of that game 1 here in the opening lineup for Las Vegas. We see none of the starters out there. We don't see Lamar Hayes. We don't see Reagan Rice. We also don't see Killian Columbi, who scored 2 goals in that last game, out there right now. So maybe that's affecting things. Luis Suarez on the ball. Gives it to Robert Garcia. Then you think, if you're Las Vegas, are they trying to just kind of, without their best players out there, are they just trying to control the tempo, control the possession, not really risk anything in the early goings? As Casillas boots one down. This gets back to Bustos. Here on this far side is Fabian, the captain. Fabian intercepted and out of play. Coming all the way over, Ivan Cimental. He had a goal. He had the goal from his own half. This is where the first goal was scored. It was a layoff on a set piece. Fabian gives it up. Thought about it. 1-2 passing, and that one just goes just wide. He was looking for Aguirre. They're going to get a foul. Yes, they will. As Daniel Nicolaus heads down. And you think maybe there's going to be some time wasting in this game. Remember, the same rules apply in game number 2 as it did in game number 1. Running clock all the way through, besides injuries in the final minute of each quarter. So that's the only time the clock will stop, as Hanula tried to jump up in the play. It's Gonzalez trying to shield it, lost it. Suarez goes down, and Suarez will get fouled. Yeah, the same rules apply here. I think you might see some more time wasting in this game than you did in game number 1. There really wasn't any time wasting. If there was any, I can't recall it, but I'm sure you'll see a little bit more time wasting in this game than it was in the first one. You're going to start to see some tired legs, and especially a team that might be up a little bit late in the game as the ball tries to get into Suarez. But Bustos comes off his line immediately to gobble that one up. We saw Boulder with some more substitutes in that first game than it was for Las Vegas. They might have a little bit more fresh legs as Bustos has it intercepted. Cemental's going to try to go again, and that one went out of play. Try to catch the goalie out for a second straight game. Sent long. And that was one back by Aguirre. Oh, they're going to have a free kick. So it was purposely kicked up into the air. And we're seeing some time-wasting tactics early from Vegas. Reza puts it in, and it somehow stayed out. Here's Nikolaus on the other end. Nikolaus off the boards. And it's picked up by Andre Arndt. Reza just trying to slow some things down. And we saw a couple times in that first game, Casillas come up with some big saves. Reagan Rice tries to go back with it, does. There was a couple of sequences where it was like, how in the world did they not score? 4 or 5 shots in about 30 seconds, did not score. As it gets down to Herrera in the corner. Herrera trying to turn. Just shielding the ball, finds Suarez. Columbia, his first action of game number 2. Reagan Rice. A little bit behind Columbia. Ball finds Rice though, right outside the box. Suarez fires off the post. Arndt trying to win it back. Rice does off the boards. And now we're going to go the other way. Quick turnaround here in Major League Indoor Soccer as Herrera has it cut out. One back by Colvin. Colvin, great step over. Colvin saved by Casillas. Quick rollout. Rice thought maybe this game would be slowed down a little bit, but they're going to take advantages when they can. Suarez, back to Herrera! What a strike from Mathin Herrera! And Las Vegas opens up the scoring. Marvin Herrera did not score in game number 1, but he gets the opening goal here. And Boulder, every time they gave up a goal to Vegas, they always responded quickly. Let's see if that trend continues here in game number 2 as Axerway heads down, holding his head. May have gone into the glass a little hard. Sent in, saved by Casillas with his legs. Off the restart, goes out of play. Orlin. Castro lays it off, intercepted by Rice. Rice on the move. Rice continues to go, ball gets all the way around. It's gonna fall here to Forrest Curry, who will switch it back to this near side, and Columbia will put it back to the far side. Nikolaus. Sent up. Garcia looking for Curry. Gets intercepted by Luis Reyes. Sent up by Taubek. Eza. Reza sends it in. Trying to turn. Reza. Fired in. Trying to turn was Taubek. They want a foul. Not going to get it. Casillas. That's a poor clearance. Reza, can he make him pay? He can't. It goes just wide. There was one time back in game number 1 where there was a poor giveaway by Casillas, and it led to a goal for for Boulder. It seemed to kind of kill the momentum a little bit as we're under 7 minutes. I think we're going to have that timeout with 6:53 to go. We're going to step aside. We'll have the remainder of the first quarter as you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network. quick restart here. As the first quarter, we're going to get to the conclusion of it here. Las Vegas leads at 1-0 thanks to a Martin Herrera goal back in the opening frame. Reza fires, and that gets covered up by Casillas. Casillas going to fire one deep. And nobody was down there. Maybe should have picked his head up a little bit. And they go back to Casillas, and it nearly was an own goal. Colombi, who's used to scoring all the goals, nearly scored one on his own end, on his own goal. As battling for it is Herrera. Back to Reza. Reza, good step over, great fake shot, still Reza. Nicolas went down to the ground. It's going to fall here to Henula. Right into the sun in the corner. Henula drops it off. Aguirre puts it in the corner and covered up by Casillas. And he thought about rolling it out quickly. Thought a couple of times Casillas would have held the ball on a little bit quicker because we talked about the more substitutions on the other end for Boulder, that they might have a little bit more fresh legs than a team like Las Vegas does right now. But he's been going quickly. That's the first time we've seen him slow some things down as Bustos boots one down. Casillas, that was a poor pass, and his teammate Martin Herrera may have paid the price. Thought they were gonna stop it. I guess they aren't. Herrera gets up quickly. Seems to be all right. Rice, back to Herrera. But Casillas a couple of times has put his teammates in some bad spots. Hasn't been punished for it yet. We've seen him punished back in game 1. Herrera. That's how quick Major League Indoor Soccer is. Quick giveaway, and you're punished within seconds. Rice. Casillas up ahead, and it's a giveaway. Trying to cut him out is Gonzalez, and it's in the corner instead. Nicolas just missed. Casillas off the boards. And Nicolas giving away, bad spot, one-time shot saved by Casillas. Rebound, looking for Henula, not there. Axerway was looking for his second goal of the game, or the day rather. Here's Rice. He's got Suarez to his left. Rice, thinking about it, now draws a double team, slipped a little bit, and down he went. Aguirre, still going. Aguirre, still Aguirre. Sent back into the back post. And Way just couldn't guide it home, and it goes out of play. Actually stuck up in the corner there. Might have to have some fans help us to get that one out, and they do. Casillas, Herrera. They've had a little bit of troubles getting out of the back here in a couple of minutes here. As Suarez shields off the ball nicely. As he had Tyler Fabian breathing down his neck as he retrieved it. 3 minutes to go. Sent long. Right into Casillas. Colombi. Trying to turn. Trying to win it back is Cemental. Cemental turns. Trying to get out of it, and does. Nicolas. Colombi. And we're seeing Colombi kind of dropping down here in this defensive position. Maybe saving his legs for later in the game. Ramos. Back to Ramos on the 1-2. Ramos couldn't get it past Cemental. It's Way. Got a couple options if he can lay it back. He's got Arndt right in the middle. Under 2 minutes. I think that might be the move with Killian Colombi. He started out as the striker in game 1. We've seen him drop. So a 5-on-4 advantage here. With a minute and a half to go in this quarter, and then 29 seconds into the second, unless Boulder grabs a goal. Reza, this is how they scored their first one. Reza found Aguirre on a one-time shot. Reza into the corner. Castro goes down, no call. It's Herrera. Herrera thought about it. Now finds the back post, a one-time shot, and Casillas makes a save. I don't think he caught it cleanly, Luis Reyes. I think it may have gotten up on his foot a little bit. Colombi thought about it, turning. It's Herrera. Great skill to get out of that. That's going to kill some time off on this power play. Herrera goes down. No call. Boulder United on the move. Castro leaves it. Fabian. Reza goes just wide. Herrera in the corner. Reyes. Back to Herrera. He can tee one up. Herrera all alone, and he goes just wide into the net. He's got to be frustrated with himself. That was a clear chance. Casillas is going to need his shoes tied here. Looking at the numbers here, 13% on the power play this year, Boulder United. 89% on their power play kill. And Las Vegas has not given up a power play goal all season. They are currently sitting at a perfect 100. Thrown long into the corner and nearly into his own net. Under 30 seconds to go. Still a 5-on-4. Sends it to Reza. In the corner. Bounces off the 1-2. Casillas somehow hits him in the arm. A serendipitous bounce for Hector Casillas. Colombi, they're going to try to milk the last 5 seconds here. It gets up to Suarez, and they're going to do so nicely, as that's going to end the first quarter. Las Vegas leads it 1-0. They will still be down a man for the opening 29 seconds in the second quarter. Let's take a look at those first quarter highlights. Only one goal in it, and it was thanks to Martin Herrera, but a couple of really good chances for Boulder United. They just couldn't put it home, and this is the goal right here. Suarez, patient, finds Herrera, one-time shot, curler into the back post. Great strike, but that would be it in terms of the first quarter. And then at the back post, Axerway had a chance there. He scored back in the first quarter. And then this one, I thought Herrera could have been a little bit better, as that one didn't catch on the boot cleanly of Luis Reyes. But that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll have the second quarter right after this, as you are watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Back here, it's the second quarter about to get underway. Las Vegas leads Boulder United 1-0 as you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network. We got a battle here in the South Division, 4th place versus 5th place. Current was tied heading into the day in terms of points. However, Boulder United is in 4th, Las Vegas down in 5th after the first game here this afternoon. It finished 8-5 in favor of Boulder, but right now Las Vegas leading it 1-0 thanks to Marvin Herrera's goal in the first quarter. So a brilliant strike, and they currently lead it 1-0. Robert Garcia is going to get things underway to start the second quarter, as Las Vegas is going to be going right to left on your screen, and then Boulder going left to right as there's an early foul committed. And again, I mentioned in the first quarter, I think as this game goes on, we're going to see a lot of time wasting just because this is the second game of the day. Back-to-back games played for both of these teams, as there's a giveaway and a shot and a goal within the first 30 seconds of the quarter. Giovanni Herrera with a thunderbolt. Look at this, the giveaway. And then Giovanni Herrera, no one closed him down. Casillas didn't even see it. And it's 1-1. Giovanni Herrera's 10th goal on the season. And that's a big one right there as he ties things up. Cemental, he's back there with Nicolaus. We're starting to see a little bit of what we saw in game one. Columbia get up a little bit higher up the field. Suarez lost it. Here's Fabian on the overlapping run. Fabian sends it cross, looking for Hanula. He can't control it. It's going to go back here to Aguirre. Aguirre. And that's a much better response from Boulder. I thought they had the better chances and more possession. I thought they were the better team in that first quarter. They do take advantage of that man advantage. Right as it was expiring, I forgot to mention that they were up a man in the opening 29 seconds of the second quarter. That's the first power play goal given up this season for Las Vegas. So that's got to sting a little bit here. Trying to his right. Looking, just probing at the moment. Finds Axer Way. Gets out, collision, Cemental. I think the ball's still in play. It was still in play, it went out. The whole Las Vegas team just stopped playing for a second. And I thought there was a foul because of that. But there was no foul called at all. They all stopped. And that would have been a horrible start to the second quarter, as they would have given up 2 goals in the first 3 minutes. One with the man advantage as it was expiring, and then one because I just fell asleep. Bustos. Now we're starting to see Boulder grow into the game. Hanula was open in the middle, but good defensive work by Cemental, who gives it away. Oh, and there's a shot from Hanula, and it goes just over the bar. Hanula 1 goal entering today. Ooh, nearly given away to Gonzalez, but it finds Suarez here on this near side. Suarez on his right. Suarez drops it for Columbia. Now trying to turn. Columbia gets out of it. Columbia. Rice slipped, and now it's another giveaway. It's a 3-on-3. Gonzalez. Ramos jumps into the play. They did not take the man advantage on the numbers as that shot comes in off the rebound. Andre Arndt. Casillas covered it up. Launches. Straight in the corner. Rice turning. Rice goes down again. No call. Aguirre, step over. to Arndt. Arndt, good poke from Cemental. Arndt, got to be careful. Here's Herrera, down he goes. And Andre Arndt gonna get a foul. Herrera. Casillas plays it off the short wall. And a giveaway nearly in a dangerous spot. It's been a theme here in this game. Las Vegas has had trouble getting out of their own zone and their own half here. And it's given away. Can they get punished for it? They will. Eli Ramos gets his first goal of the season, and this game has been turned on its head. 2-1 Boulder United. Not even just over 5 minutes gone in this second quarter, and this game has been flipped upside down. 2-1 in favor of Boulder United. And Vegas has got to be a little bit upset with themselves because both goals are unforced errors. And now they're on the move. They're looking for a third. Rice got a poke in there instead, cut it out. But giveaways, unforced errors have been the reason they've given up their 1-goal lead. Cemental goes down on a collision up from Axer Way. And I think we're going to have a PK here. So this could be a lifeline for Las Vegas to get back in this game. Marlon Herrera gets a PK. They missed the first one in game one. Herrera, save, rebound Herrera, and he missed it. Goes over, it goes out of play, and a big missed opportunity to tie things up. Brando Bustos, 2 for 2 on stopping PKs here this afternoon. He stopped Lamar Hayes back in game one, and he stops Marlon Herrera here in game two. Cemental up ahead. Shot, rebound Rice, and it goes just wide. Jumping into play, it's Herrera. He's looking for a second. Herrera looking for Columbi, but Axer Way, good recovery back to win that one. And that's going to be a foul. Maybe something more for Killian Columbi. That was dangerous. Nothing else. No other repercussions. Thought maybe the way Axer Way kind of went into the boards, tried to sell it, didn't get the call. Shot from distance, and it's a goal. What a strike from Axer Way. That's a diamond of a goal from Axer Way. Look at this. Just inside the final third, puts it in the top corner. No goalie in the league is saving that. Axer Way, we could have looked at his last 2 goals here today, and they both could be the best goals of the afternoon. And as a result of that, we're going to step aside for a quick second. Boulder leads at 3-1. You're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network.
Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku, the market leader in video distribution.
Starting this Friday night, we're bringing you not 1, not 2, but
5 elite matches.
Enjoy action-packed games from the Midwest Premier League, United Women's Soccer, and the UPSL.
Taking quickly here after the third goal that was scored. This game has been flipped upside down. It was 1-0, and there's a near giveaway right there. Cemental's got to be careful. Nicolaus can't win it back, and now he will. Here's Nicolaus. Sends it cross field to Herrera. Herrera has a go. Save. Curry jumps into the play. Off the boards, and it's a giveaway to Nicolaus. Trying to find Garcia. He couldn't. And now Reza sends it up. And down he goes as there's going to be a foul that time on Cemental. And at the start of this quarter, it was 1-0 Las Vegas. And before we reached the media timeout, it was 3-1 as that shot blocked by Gonzalez, or that Gonzalez shot blocked. Taubeck to Reza. Gonzalez. Hanula back to Gonzalez, and it goes just wide. I don't know if Casillas had fingertips on it or not, maybe pushed it onto the post a little bit, but that's a great chance from Gonzalez. Taubeck, Hanula off the glass, nobody there. We're starting to see, I think, the legs start to become a factor here midway through this second quarter. Just seems like Boulder dictating everything. They're first to every single 50-50 ball. Bustos. That one goes all the way around. And Casillas thought about a quick restart. Now he will. Fires it downfield looking for Herrera. Nobody's there. But now two players up the field for Vegas. 3-on-3 right now. Gonzalez puts it in. Looking for Aguirre to flick it on. Nobody there. Nicolaus leaves it for Suarez. Casillas slowing things down. Las Vegas. Cemental has a strike. And is it a goal? No, it's not. He just got a fingertip on it. How in the world did he keep that out? A great strike from Ivan Cemental. He scored once from his own half, nearly did it a second time. And we could have made a whole, the top 4 goals, if we did a top 10 list of the best goals scored today, I think Ivan Cemental and Axer Way would have both, would dominate the top 4 goals if we did a top 10 list. They have scored some beauties here this afternoon. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Fires one up into the final third. Had a couple of options all alone. Arndt is there. Casillas got a hand to it. And now here's a run for Herrera. Herrera, it's going to fall here to Rice. But quickly off of his line was Bustos. Nicolaus trying to jump into the play. Couldn't win it. Las Vegas has got to be smart on when to jump into the play, when to not, because fatigue is going to start to become a factor, especially here in this second half. Nicolaus. But this game is still manageable, only trailing by 2 here. But you can't let it grow any longer than any bigger than 3, as a couple bodies head to the floor. And is that one going to be called back on Arndt? I think it is. I thought maybe they'd go back to the one on Eli Ramos. Looked like that was potentially a foul. Not the case. They're going to call that one back. Andre Arndt. Sent in. He was looking for Suarez. Suarez turning. Leaves it. All the way back here to Cemental. Rice. Goes back. Nicolaus. Fired in from Cemental. And a good save once again for Bustos. How does that happen in the second half? Is it Santana again? Here's on the move. Shot, putting it across. Aguirre goes down. They want a foul. They're not going to get it. Rice leaves it back. Nicolaus on the move. Nicolaus into Suarez. Suarez goes down. They're going to call a foul. They will. Just outside the box there. Luis Suarez takes a boot into the Achilles area. This is a big-time spot here if you're Las Vegas. You have to make sure your set pieces are taking advantage to the fullest extent. They've had a hard time breaking down in the run of play. Suarez leaves it. Cemento blocked. Wanting the handball, not going to get it. And now they can break. But Nicolaus was there first. Nicolaus goes down. No call. Here's Rice. Cemento. Under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Vegas just slowing some things down. Rice up ahead. Trying to put it in. Castro. Intercepted. Rice. Ooh, thought about getting it into Suarez, but it was intercepted. Starting to see fatigue play a factor with some of these Vegas players. Reyes switches it off the boards to Castro. Castro, Cemento jumps into the play. And we're going to have a blue card issued here. Looks like, don't know exactly who the player is, but a blue card has been issued. Think it's going to be to a player of Boulder United. That just seemed, by the way the blue card was issued in the direction of that way, it seemed like it was in the direction of a Boulder United player. And the only other player in that direction for Vegas was Suarez, but you see him on the ball right here. So this is a big-time spot here for Vegas. They have the man advantage. They've got to find a goal. 13% on the power play this season. 89% on the power play kill for Boulder. Cemento thought about the step over, lost it. Gonzalez, can they score a shorthanded goal? Still Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the move. On his left foot, leaves it off, and smartly, Boulder can just kill this thing off a little bit, head into the halftime break. Fabian goes back. That might be a foul on Cemento. It is, and now a blue card's going to be awarded Ivan Cemento. So that's big. Now we're going to have 4-on-4 here. So 4-on-4 to end the final 30 seconds. Puts it in the corner. Trying to win it back. Nicolaus gets it up to Suarez. And the 4-on-4 might hurt Las Vegas more than anyone as Suarez goes down.
Straight arm, brother.
Shove to the back there from Reyes. That's always going to be called a foul.
Play.
10 seconds to go. Casillas, he might have a strike from here. Casillas, gonna fire, hit a body, Garcia! He goes down in the box, is that gonna be a penalty? No, it's not. Suarez is upset with it, along with the Vegas team. That's not gonna be called. I don't think that's gonna be called. Maybe there's still some time on the clock left. Yeah, 2 seconds left. They'll drop it. Bustos will fire it up. And that's going to do it for the first half. Everything's still getting situated here. Let's take a look at those first half highlights as Boulder has turned this game on its head. 3-1 they lead. This is how it all started. Giovanni Herrera, beautiful strike with the man advantage. They took advantage of that. And then it just got bad to worse for Vegas as Eli Ramos would score his first goal of the season. And then this from Axerway, unbelievable, right into the top bins, makes it 3-1. And then that's how this first half would end, 3-1, the advantage for them. And that's a great strike from Cemental as well, as he's had a couple of really good cracks at it. But that's going to do it for the first half. 30 minutes down, 30 more to go here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Las Vegas trails Boulder 3-1 as you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network.
In Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
is now streaming live on Roku, the market leader in video distribution.
Starting this Friday night, we're bringing you not one,
Not 2, but 5 elite matches. Enjoy action-packed games from the Midwest Premier League, United Women's Soccer, and the UPSL. With viewing packages starting at just $2.99, it's never been easier to catch all the action from the comfort of your own home. Experience award-winning play-by-play commentary, dynamic graphics, and a professional broadcast experience, all brought to you by the National Soccer Network. Fans, don't miss a moment. Stream all the excitement on Roku. The National Soccer Network, where the game comes alive.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics.
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play,
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
call 586-304-4405
And start watching today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Soccer fans, the National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
Back here at Big League Dreams Arena, second half of game number 2 between Boulder United and the Las Vegas Turf Monsters ready to get underway. Boulder leads it 3-1 right now thanks to 3 goals back in that second quarter that have turned this game upside down. My name's Ryan Glinsky, our producer Will Jenkins taking us through today's games, whether that was in the WMLIS or in the MLIS. As we're underway here, Boulder will be going right to left. Vegas will be going left to right. I think we are still on the 4-on-4, as there was a couple of blue cards back in that first, or at the end of that second quarter. It resulted in the first one going to Las Vegas, and Casillas is going to fire one from distance, and it's going to go wide. Kevin Santana back in there, so same thing that they did back in the first game. Bustos plays the first, Santana plays the second. Shot coming in. A low-driven shot goes just wide. So the first man advantage was to Las Vegas, but that one was cut out short due to a 4-on-4 the other way. Suarez trying to jump in the play. Gets dropped back here to Santana. Now to Fabian on this near side. So they do get that extra man on now. So it's now a 5-on-4 for a little bit now for Boulder. Can they take advantage? Now it's going to fall right here to Fabian. Fabian in the corner. Puts it across, and it's in. Andre Arndt. They take advantage of the man advantage. It's 4-1 Boulder. Just picking them apart here. Fabian, and then right to Arndt. Right in the top, right in the roof of the net. And Andre Arndt gets his 4th goal of the season. 4-1 Boulder, 4 unanswered goals. And you feel like the legs are starting to take over now. As there's only 2 players on the bench right now for Vegas. Rice stepping over. Rice on his left, Suarez. Fires, Suarez still loose for Curry. And then Curry drags down, almost dragged down a player, at least attempted. Grabbed the jersey of Colvin, something to keep an eye out for. Moving on the right, shot, ooh, just hit the glass. Stays in though. Reyes to Colvin, and he'll go back with it. And now Boulder can just continue to control this thing. If Boulder doesn't give up anything silly, I think they are set in stone and winning another one. And now we got a blue card again awarded. Who is that to? I think it is going to be to Forrest Curry, and it is, as that just continued to spill over on Colvin. We saw just before that, Forrest Curry pulled the jersey down of Colvin right around the box when it wasn't even needed, and I think that just kind of spilt over to just now, and now we see a blue card awarded. And it's actually going to be in favor of Vegas. It's going to be a 4-on-4. So I like what the official did there. Just nip it in the butt right now. So Colvin and Curry each get a blue card. Cemental. Into Rice in the corner. Trying to send it. That's a dangerous pass. That pass is so dangerous because if that doesn't, there's no one back. And now it's going to stay in. Hanula, it's going to hit his hand. And it's going to be a handball. And a yellow card issued to Handula. I'm sure for just kicking the ball away, that's what it's going to be awarded to. And that's exactly what the ref is telling Handula. You kick the ball away, that's going to be a card. Here's Cemental. There's a 4-on-4. This is the last time Boulder scored. It was actually a 5-on-4 advantage. The 4-on-4 did not last that long. But once they got that 5-on-4, they took advantage. Suarez back to Cemental. They're just playing catch here at the top. Suarez in the corner. Fires it in. Off the back post and across the line. It did. And that's a massive lifeline for Las Vegas. It went in by Reagan Rice. And they're right back in it. Suarez puts it right here in the corner. Garcia, Rice was claiming for it. He got it. And that's a goal. So Reagan Rice is going to get his second goal of the afternoon. And that one covered up by Casillas. Suarez. Into Garcia. So 4-2. Vegas can get another one here. A little bit dangerous here right now for Vegas, and it is given away by Casillas. Casillas hits the back of Arndt. Casillas still out of his net. Can Arndt punish them? Still Andre Arndt. Arndt getting to the corner, fires off the glass. It's going to fall to Ramos. Ramos! It goes just wide. I think it may have hit just the inside of the post. Reza puts it in off the boards. Now to Arndt. Arndt firing, save with the left palm of Casillas. Rolling it over Aguirre. Loses it. Suarez to Bass. Rice. And he'll calm things down. Nikolaus. Sent up. And he was looking for Rice over the top. Not there. Turning. Now into the corner. Ramos. One-time shot from Arndt. That one hits the left leg and out of play. 9 minutes to play here in the third. Vegas, they gave up 4 unanswered goals, and then they responded with one by Reagan Rice. And a heavy touch, and a little friendly fire as Gonzalez and Reyes run into each other. Suarez. Calming things down here with 8.5 to go. We've talked about the legs time and time again, how that's going to become a factor. And you wonder with the play right now with Vegas if they're just trying to give themselves a chance in the final 10 minutes of the game. They might be fine with trailing down by 2 goals, maybe even a goal heading into the fourth quarter. But as long as we're given an opportunity late in the game to give ourselves a chance to win it, I think they're fine. As we're seeing them just be patient right now. Casillas. Boots it long, and that went out of play. I think we're going to take that timeout. We're going to have the conclusion of the third quarter. Boulder leads it 4-2 on Las Vegas as you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network. back here in the third quarter. After that ball was intentionally ruled out of play off of a Vegas player, it's Orlin Castro with a free kick. Castro lays it off. One-time shot, saved by Casillas. Rebound goes wide. Tyler Fabian was there. Suarez off the boards. Garcia gonna get there. It's gonna fall to Rice, and it's a safe rebound by Rice. Couldn't put it home. Best chance after that goal from Rice to maybe cut it to a 1-goal deficit. The other way, it's a 4-on-3. Blocked. Suarez clears it away, and now they can breathe as here's Reagan Rice looking for Garcia on the far side. Good recovery to slow things down was coming from Axter Way. Suarez, he's gonna have to go himself. Suarez put himself in the corner, trying to dig it out. Suarez, Rice, turning, Rice. Gets it back, and Rice has it at the halfway point. At the halfway line, leaves it for Cemental. Fired in, just wide. Rebound by Garcia. Goes off the glass. Garcia looked up and thought he had a goal. And it's jumping into play. Rice bounces it off the boards. Still Rice. It's going to fall to Garcia. Chests it down on his left foot. Looking for Rice. Santana out of his box. Clears it up. Nearly given away. It's going to be given away to Cemental. Cemental probing. Finds Rice. On his left foot. Thought about it. Suarez! And it goes over. Good chance for Luis Suarez to put it in. And it goes over. Vegas, they've had a much better third quarter than the second. They have a goal. They're now down by 2. Reyes, step over. Reyes on the left, cut back. Reyes still going. Reyes gives it up. On the one-time shot from Herrera, it got deflected. Casillas out of his crease, sends it long, and Rice is on a chase. It's a foot race. Reagan Rice in the corner. Doesn't have options. It's a 1v3 right now for Vegas. Rice just tried to do a rainbow to get by, but no one was there for reinforcements. And it goes back to Santana. And here it's Herrera, still Herrera, down he goes. It's down to Hanula, sliding challenge from Casillas. Casillas out of his crease. Curry goes down. Nikolaus comes away with it. It's Daniel Nikolaus on the move. Nikolaus into the corner, and he loses it. Just when Vegas gets going, they just don't have any reinforcements on the counterattack. It's almost like a 1v3 virtually every single time. You can just see the amount of players on the bench right now for Boulder. Then you look on the other side for Vegas. They don't have that many reinforcements. Legs are starting to get heavy. Puts it in. Lays it back for Reyes. Herrera rather. Gets it blocked. Still in play. Nikolaus clears it away. And now we're going to have a free kick in a dangerous spot for Boulder. Just outside the box. And Nikolaus is down. And with so many limited players at your disposal right now for Vegas, you got to be a little bit upset, or you got to be a little bit worried with how many players you can afford to go down. I think Nikolaus is just having a cramp right now in his legs, and these guys have been playing. They will be playing upwards of 90 minutes to maybe 120 minutes. And this is going to be Tyler Fabian to take. Excuse me, Eduardo Reza to take. He scored in game 1, hasn't scored yet. Reza lays it off. Herrera. Castro puts it back in the mix. And Curry was there to intercept. Ball still in a dangerous spot if you're Boulder. Herrera. Reza trying to direct traffic. Herrera, that's a beautiful step over. Looking for Hanula. Hanula. Looking for Reza and Suarez. Little nutmeg. Rice gives it away. Unforced error under 4 minutes to go in the third. Castro. Reza nearly given away. Castro probing. Castro gives it up and then sent away. Reza can fire one if he wants. Reza, he does! Just saved, rebound by Hanula, goes over. Casillas directing traffic. Nikolaus. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Sent long and jumping in the play to intercept was Reza. Didn't do anything with it though. And now we'll have another stoppage. Just seems offensively and in transition, Vegas just isn't connected with one another as they should. But again, so many games played, or how many minutes these guys have played. Got to be getting tired out there right now. Maybe that's the reason they want to keep a couple guys back. And that one is cleared away, or going to be a foul rather. I think everyone just trying to get through this game, see if they can maybe sneak a late equalizer, maybe try to win this thing. But as it looks, as it falls to Gonzalez, Cemental intercepts. And Cemental, I think, is cramping, and he is. Looked like maybe it was his left hamstring that he might have been cramping with. Just seemed to be walking away just a little bit gingerly. By the looks of it, doesn't look bad right now, but just connected in the final third. Vegas just doesn't have the numbers, and I don't think they have the stamina right now to play the way that they were back in game number 1. And especially with the bodies, too, I don't think they have that. And I think it's just going to be a matter of time before Boulder starts to take away or take this game over. Arndt going down. Nikolaus comes away with it. No foul. And it goes out of play. Over a minute to go. Of course, clock does stop at a minute, under a minute, and at a minute in the final quarters. We do have a running clock because of the doubleheader. So it'll stop here in a minute. Tyler Fabian, can he deliver here? Fabian leaves it off. One-time shot. Looking at the back post for extra way. Not there. Fabian. Goins inside, gets the flick. Fabian. Fabian tied up in the corner. Nikolaus trying to win it. And now we'll have a stoppage here with 36 seconds to go. Drop ball. Garcia trying to win it back. He couldn't for Vegas. And now Arndt will just keep it in. Fires with a left foot. Saved by Casillas. And I think if you're Vegas, try to be smart and just wait on getting the last attack here. Suarez. Couldn't get past the bigger Brian Aguirre. There goes Aguirre still on the move. 15 seconds to go. Can they get one right before the third quarter buzzer? And they can't, as Cemental's going to get away with it up the field and did a really good job of trying to kill some of those seconds off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 4-2 Boulder as they lead it here entering the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at those third quarter highlights as we've had a couple of goals in it. As we see here on the man advantage, Andre Arndt all alone by himself at the back post. He put it in on the one time. And then Reagan Rice just over the line and got it done. And then after that, just a couple of chances for Boulder. Just couldn't put it home. They had the better chances, especially in the third quarter like they've had all game. Just couldn't get it done and put that fifth goal and take that goal, that lead up to 3. But give Las Vegas a lot of credit. They're undermanned at the moment, but they are still fighting here as they try to get a result out of this game. As we're going to step aside, we'll have the final quarter of regulation on Game 2. Boulder leads it 4-2 over Las Vegas. You're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network.
In Barca camp, I sing my song Grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
Back underway to start the fourth quarter. Boulder United leads it 4-2 over Las Vegas Turf Monsters. It's been a fun one. Las Vegas started things with Marlon Herrera, who we have not seen after the first quarter. He put one in, made it 1-0, and then after that, it was 4 unanswered for Boulder, but then Reagan Rice got them right back in. You can see one sub right now on the side for Las Vegas. On the other side, for Boulder United, there's a lot. So they have the reinforcements. Let's see if the team with the more legs or the more bodies and the more reinforcements are going to prevail here, or does Las Vegas have some magic in them? To maybe see this thing out, get a result here. As Boulder will be going left to right on your screen. Las Vegas will be going right to left to end this fourth quarter. Here's Herrera. At the same time, if you're Boulder, you don't have to really do anything that risky if you don't want, because you have control of the game. I also don't think Vegas is going to take too many risks in the early goings of this fourth quarter. But as we grow into this game, eventually they will. And if you're Vegas, you got to be a little bit happy, as I mentioned back in the third quarter. They might be okay with a 1-goal, 2-goal, maybe even a 3-goal deficit heading into the fourth. They just want to be given a chance late in this game to maybe get a result, whether that's a tie, forcing overtime, or if they somehow get a victory in regulation. But they just want to be given a chance here. As that ball is going to fall there to Reza. Now back to Reyes. Reyes switches field. Puts it in with the left foot. Trying to find Reyes on the far side. And Garcia there battling for it for Vegas. And there's Garcia who wins the ball back. I don't know with the bodies that they have if they'll be able to do what they did at the end of the first game. As Nikolaus is down, seems to be in some pain, gets up. May have just been a knock. Reagan Rice hops out on the field for the first time in the fourth quarter. There's a strike from distance off the glass. It's going to fall here to Way. Way, saved by Casillas. Suarez is there. Suarez trying to turn. Is he going to get out of it? He is going to get a foul. He's going to draw a foul here. Suarez may want a card. But what they did in game one for Vegas was pull Casillas and then make Cemental the goalkeeper, but he's so much better with his feet that he almost acted like a field player. So it was almost like a 6-on-5 advantage. But with the bodies that they have, only one sub, I don't know if they'll be able to do that in this one. As Casillas here at the halfway line. Again, they're fine with that. But they just got to be careful with some of their passes, as it's an ill-advised pass. Down went Fabian, no call. Rice gives it up, switches field, intercepted as Hanula jumps into the play. Hanula wins it, down goes Nikolaus. Castro, down goes Nikolaus again. They got numbers. Pulls it back, Castro. Late arriving is Forrest Curry, who does a really good job defensively to win it back. And they get away with another one, Las Vegas. Sends it crossfield to this near side, Castro. Plays it back to the far side. Hanula fires, and that one's still in play. Castro Aguirre trying to get it back to Castro. Castro, Aguirre, can tee one up. Aguirre fires, saved. It's still in play. Casillas put it up onto the glass. Castro looking for Way. It's going to fall to Hanula, and that one goes well out of play. I will say the one thing that's nice about the indoor play is that if a shot in the outdoor game gets blasted over, no one's got to go chase it for maybe a long distance. This time it just stays right here in the building, and no one's got to go far for it. So that is one massive benefit of the Major League indoor soccer and playing games here in the indoor game. Here's Castro. Castro, he's got options. Castro goes himself, and it's a goal. And that might be the dagger for Las Vegas. 3-goal cushion seems insurmountable to overcome if you're Las Vegas. But Orlin Castro, 5th goal of the season. He now has 9 points on the year. Curry, 10 minutes to go in regulation, and it just seems now that this 3-goal deficit is going to be too insurmountable to overcome if you're Las Vegas. But Orlin Castro may have delivered the final dagger. And if you're Boulder, you can always you wonder if you keep your foot on the gas or you lay things off a little bit. Here's Aguirre. Aguirre goes himself. That one stings the glass. You can see the glass still moving around there. Sure rattled the glass all the way around. Casillas. Give it away. And all alone, Way. Arndt sends it cross back to Way, and it's 6-2. Axer Way with his 2nd goal of the game, 3rd on the day. And Boulder just continues to dominate Las Vegas, and that deficit seems even more insurmountable now. Under 10 minutes to play. See if Vegas can continue to battle here. They've battled all day long despite not having the numbers. Rice gives it up. Suarez looking for Garcia at the back post, but it took a deflection. Rice, he's got to fire it. Rice goes down. That's going to be a foul against Luis Reyes. A big spot for Reagan Rice. Clock continues to move. That's going to be something that we're going to monitor as this game goes on. As this quarter goes, if Las Vegas does want to somehow make a comeback, they're going to have to do it quickly. Clock's going to continue to run. It doesn't stop at every stoppage. Rice fires. Took a deflection and out of play. Suarez on the corner. Finds Nicolas. Casillas gives it to Cemento, who fires with his left foot. Rebound, loose, down goes Way. And that might be a smart foul on Ivan Cemento anyway, because if Way is able to turn out of it, it's a breakaway on the other end. And we do have a stoppage here, and that's going to take us to our timeout. We're going to have the conclusion of game number 2 between these two sides. Boulder with a firm 6-2 lead over the Las Vegas Turf Monsters as you're watching Major League Indoor Soccer on the National Soccer Network.
In Barca camp, I sing my song Grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
Fourth quarter getting underway. The conclusion of the final 7.5 minutes of regulation as down goes a player as we're able to get back in here quickly. And it's cleared away. And now we're going to go the other way with Herrera. Herrera collided with Suarez. We're going to have a stoppage here and a foul against Luis Suarez. And Casillas quick off his line. Turning as there's a giveaway. Looking, he finds Luis Reyes, and it's blocked. Looking, finds Reyes just inside, and Reyes has it cleared. Casillas fires, took a deflection. Casillas is going to get it back. Casillas fires. Oh, I don't know if that was going in. As it last touched off Suarez, goes out of play. I thought that goal may have gone in regardless if Suarez touched it or not. And that would have been massive. And intercepted by Cemental. Cemental trying to win it back. Down he goes. On the chase. Casillas wanting a foul on Aguirre there as he pushed Curry into the boards. Curry goes down again. Reza looking for something. And he'll go all the way back with it as we're under 5 minutes to go here in regulation. My name's Ryan Glinsky. Will Jenkins, our producer. Thank you for tuning in all day long if you're a Las Vegas Turf Monsters fan. The women's side took on the Phoenix Pulse, and then a doubleheader between Las Vegas and Boulder. May not go in their favor at all for the Las Vegas teams here this afternoon. Reza was thinking about it. Goes back, or goes forward now with Aguirre. Aguirre looking into the short corner. Hanula. Ramos! Is that a goal? It is. Eli Ramos, second goal of the afternoon. It's 7-2 Boulder. Great build-up play, great movement. You see Ramos kind of just get in there. Nicolas just lost him for a split second. He lost that half yard, and Eli Ramos put it in the top into the back of the net. It's 7-2 Boulder United. Under 4 minutes to go, and I think the writing's on the wall for Las Vegas. Hopefully nothing bad happens here in the remainder 3.5 minutes. Nothing silly, no dangerous fouls, anything like that. Just hopefully everyone comes away clean and healthy. Don't want to see a game where the result is pretty much there. All you got to do is see the clock hit 0. Don't want to see anything that shouldn't be warranted, as that one is deflected, and Casillas is there. And if you're the refs, that's something you got to keep an eye out for. If there's a dangerous challenge this late in the game, probably nip it in the butt right away. As we have a stoppage here with 2:53 to go. And don't know exactly what the stoppage is for here. Oh, we're going to have a PK opportunity. So far, Brando Bustos went 2 for 2. Kevin Santana has not had one yet. Let's see if Luis Suarez can deliver maybe a consolation goal for Vegas. As Suarez stands over. Suarez step over, puts it in. And it's 7-3 Las Vegas. And Luis Suarez delivers his first goal of the afternoon. Just a one-on-one with the keeper. Nice little fake. Beats him low. And 7-3. And Vegas not going down without a fight here. As we reach under 2.5 to go. As Fabian launches it long. And that one out of play. Give this Vegas team a lot of credit. Undermanned today, but they put up a really good fight here in these two games. Rice just kind of ran out of steam here late. Curry. Cemental. Good spin. Cemental. Tied up. Suarez. Good spin by Luis Suarez. Suarez goes himself. Goes wide. That's going to fall here to Nikolaus just inside the Boulder half. Rice, step over, still going. Rice goes down. And now here comes Fabian. Can they capitalize on the mistake? Fabian goes himself, and there's the goal. 8-3 Boulder. Tyler Fabian, one of the captains, gets it done again. And just getting bad to worse now for Las Vegas. Just over a minute to go now to see this thing out. Puts it in the corner. Nikolaus under a lot of pressure here. 1 minute to go. And Boulder's going to come away with 2 victories. They're going to be now in 4th place in the South Division. They were tied coming in today with Las Vegas, but Las Vegas has lost, will now lose both games, just 40 seconds away from that. And if you're Boulder, I'd say just keep it like this. Just slow things down here in the final 30 ticks. And that pass gets away. And Boulder United, 2 big wins. Both teams had losing streaks coming in. Both lost to Amarillo recently. And Boulder's going to take care of business here today. 2 victories. They're going to be 2-0. Las Vegas is going to fall here. And let's take a look at our final game highlights between these two here this afternoon, as Boulder's going to win it 8-3. And it started off hot. Marvin Herrera grabs a goal right here. Really good finish. Made it 1-0. And then you're going to see 4 unanswered goals by Las Vegas. This was right after the end of, right as the quarter got going. Giovanni Herrera, beautiful strike. Then things just got bad to worse. A couple of giveaways, and it leads to an Eli Ramos first goal of the season for him as he puts it in the back of the net. And Axer Way, man, this guy had 2 beautiful strikes today. Back in game 1, and then this one to make it 3-1. And then it just got a little bit bad to worse on the power play. For Boulder. Made it 4-1, and then a little bit of life for Vegas as it was 4-2. Reagan Rice put it in, and for the remainder 11 minutes, they were able to make it keep it 4-2 going in late, and then things just got bad to worse in the 4th quarter, and Eli Ramos made it 7-2. But they gave themselves a chance, Las Vegas, in the 4th quarter. That's all they really needed to do. That's all they really wanted, but just couldn't get it done at the end as Suarez gets a consolation goal. And then we're going to see the captain, Tyler Fabian, get his goal, his first goal of the afternoon with the outside of the foot to make it 8-3. And Boulder comes away with 2 big victories. As we see these two come together right now after this one. Thank you for tuning in all afternoon on the National Soccer Network. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me for a handful of hours. My name's been Ryan Glinsky. Our wonderful producer, Will Jenkins, took us through it all here today. Great job from Will. As we're going to say so long from Las Vegas. It's Boulder goes 2-0 on the day against Las Vegas.
Thank you.